Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Smalland. Today we are gonna get a little bit more into the story. Well, we're gonna keep on progressing in the story. Last time we just did a building video, but this time we're gonna keep on going and we're gonna unlock some stuff. So, let's get into this. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna go over to our catapult because we are gonna be going on a trip. We're gonna go on a super trip. So we're gonna lock and load the catapult. We're gonna get ready for it, and then we're gonna mark on the map where we're gonna go. So this one boss down here we already did, and now we're gonna do the other two bosses. We have the albino spider, and then we have the black hornet as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump over to the black hornet first. We're gonna see how that goes. So the black hornet is one of the last ones I actually picked up, one of the last bosses. So I hope it does go well, because the first boss we did, I don't know if you remember, but he was kind of tough. But now we do have a lot better weapons, and we do have a better armor, so I don't really think it should be too much of a problem. So when you land down here, you have a couple of bugs. Got this hornet, there's a hornet nest right there. Pretty easy to fight against. And right up here you do have these little flies. If you cannot defeat these flies, then you are definitely not ready for the black hornet yet, because yeah, these things are really annoying. They're kind of deadly, but I think the boss is going to be a lot harder than this. So we're just going to head over to the black hornet, and let's see if we can do some damage. Let's see if we can beat him. So pretty fast I recognized that this thing is a real monster. I do get the whole storyline of it, the black hornet and blah blah blah. When you play the game, you'll read through it, you'll see what I mean. But this thing is gnarly. I had no chance, even with the armor I have right now, with the weapon I have right now. This thing is just brutal. It is fast, it is strong, and I hardly do any damage at all. And with my weapon that I have right now, I couldn't manage to block it, so that kind of sucked. And eventually I did die. But we're gonna head back, we're gonna get our stuff. We're gonna do this boss some other time. Right now it is not the best choice, because we gotta do some upgrades. And be careful when you do, run away from the thing. It will follow you, so try to get away as far as possible, as fast as possible, or else that thing will kill you, because he does follow you for quite a bit. So we are gonna kill the albino spider first. Well, second, but kill it first, because the black hornet, we just could not kill that thing. So I wanted to take this one a little bit slower. I wasn't really sure. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to do the first damage hit. So if they don't see you or know that you are there, the first hit you do more damage. So I wanted to do it with a fire arrow and do as much damage as possible. And for some reason in this game, the spiders, they don't really care if it's a fire arrow or a normal arrow. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but arrows do not really help against spiders. But it is fairly weak against cutting, so yeah, just bash through this thing. This boss was really easy with this armor and with the weapon. I actually did think it would be a lot harder, but it wasn't. It was actually pretty easy, which was pretty good. So no worries there. When you're in this level, it's not a problem at all. When you beat them, then there are some egg sacs all over the place, so you get some silk. So we beat him. Now we're gonna head back over to her, and we're gonna give her the info and the spider eye that the spiders beat and all that. You can read through all this, and you do unlock some stuff. So you do get a snack, so you can get a pet spider. And then it also tells you about Knock and the problem she's having and all that stuff. And also a friend that is hidden somewhere that, you know, she doesn't know where she is and stuff like that. So we're going to try to look for her. We haven't been in this area down here yet. We're going to see if we can find her friend. And yeah, let's go on a little trip over there. And let's see what we find. Let's see if we discover something. And I hope we find her. So we're just going to shoot over there. I'm just going to cut this a little bit because it was a long trip. There is a building back here. I thought this was interesting. This was one of my goals to get over to here. It is higher up, and you can basically only reach it with this bridge. So you're gonna have to fight through a couple of new bugs there. There's lizards and all different types of new bugs that aren't on the other parts of the island that we were at yet. So there is a staircase down here, well, down to the basement. And yeah, we got to check this out. So I decided to go down here and see what we find. And we did find a new material. We found some pyrite. And with this, we do unlock a new axe and a new pickaxe, which is pretty dope. So we are leveling up that. We're getting better tools. I'm really happy about that. Before we do get into that whole situation, let's build a base really quick. Just a small little base so we have a spawn in case we die. And you can find all this pyrite stuff everywhere here. It is pretty good. It's a really good source down here to get all that stuff. And I did see this build thing. There was no way up. So I decided there's got to be a way up there. So I went to the left from where you were looking. And I'm just going to fast forward this. I'm going to show the whole way. Just so you understand that you do need a lot of meds. And you should be ready to fight a lot of stuff. And you should definitely have a torch on you. Because, yeah, some places are lit, but not everything is really that lit. So it's good to have a torch on you. Maybe a second one as well as a backup. Because you never know. You never know. I do spend a lot of time in these, well, let's call it caves. Well, the basement. And I did run through a lot of the torches just because I was looking all over and seeing what I could find and everything like that. And one of the things that you definitely want to do is there's a little building. Well, okay, not a building. It's more of a outpost. There's an outpost down here. And you should check that out because there's something really cool when you look at the crafting bench. There's like little hidden clues about something that was being built and all that. And you do unlock a sword. It's a really good sword. One of the better weapons in this game. And you will only learn it if you go to this station. And like I said, you can look around. There's other little things you can read. You can just read them right here. Just pause the video. It's not too interesting, but unlocking that sword is definitely worth it. Then you go back to the very beginning of where we started walking, and I just cut to this point to where we did jump down, so you have the whole path. Yeah, like I said, you do have a lot of bugs, so be prepared for that. The cockroaches are really easy to fight against, and they aren't as bad as the flies. I thought the flies were a lot worse than the cockroaches. If you fight against the cockroaches one by one, it's pretty simple. But with the flies, you just have so many that attack you at the same time, and they do so much damage. It is just really annoying. But yeah, if you have enough meds on you and you take it slow, then you shouldn't have a problem at all. So we're almost there. There's this little wood piece, and then we are there where we want to be. There's some flies on top here. Not really a problem because there's some kind of glitch that they kind of get stuck, which is pretty handy. So this is one of the easiest fights that you have. And then we are finally at this build. So I looked around and all that, and it's a library, so pretty nice. Like I said multiple times, details here in this game. Very interesting how they did all this. Love it. I wish we could build into stone like this in this game, but yeah, we can't. But you know, it looks cool how they did set it up. And you can pick up 3 things. There's 2 pieces of food, and of course that 1 toy soldier that you can put into your house. Unfortunately, all the chests that are around here you cannot open up. It would have been nice to, you know, at least get something out of them, but yeah, you know, it's just not there. Just not there. But sadly, you know, we can't. But you know, hey, happens. Now, when you do talk to this dude, he is a friend of the elder that you saw in my first video. And, you know, you can talk to him about a couple of things. He's friends with him and all that. And what you do unlock here, which is really, really nice, you get another snack. So you can have a hornet as a pet. Really good. Hornet, you know, you can fly. That means you can fly around. I'm gonna be making a hornet as a pet because, you know, flying around is better than, I don't know, like maybe a gecko, whatever, you know, was crawling around and stuff like that. But, you know, with a hornet you can fly. I think that's a better option. So I think we are gonna make a pet. Well, a pet hornet. We're gonna get one. And the other thing that you do get from him, besides a little bit of story, you unlock a new armor. So we're gonna make this armor, and then I think we will be able to fight against that black hornet, because with this armor that we have right now, it's just not as good. But yeah, this new armor looks amazing. I really do like it. It looks like a suit of armor. I love the helmet, the way they made it. And it is a lot stronger, so we're definitely going to go for the black hornet in this armor. And of course, we are going to build the new sword, but I'm going to show you guys that in the next episode. Yeah, I hope you did like this video. I'm a bit sick, so I'm kind of rushing through this one. But I hope you did enjoy this video anyway. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Look at the other videos if you haven't yet. And yeah, appreciate it. Thank you, and see you next time.